using my max damage Essex Motto 07 here in Black Ops 6. I made an overpowered class up that you guys can dominate lobbies with. Let's get right into the attachments. For my first attachment for my optic, I had the Kevlar Microflex. I personally like this a lot more than the Iron Sight. I feel like with the Iron Sight, it's a lot trickier to maintain that headshot range. You're mainly trying to hit the headshot to the chest area. That's where you're going to get the most one-shot potential. So definitely make sure you guys have the Kevlar Microflex on. It's going to be much easier for you guys to use. For my next attachment for my muzzle, I had the muzzle brake, and this is going to give you 3 ticks to the first shot recoil control as well as 3 ticks to the kick reset speed. This thing really isn't going to bounce as much with this thing on. It's really going to help out with the gun kick control and a lot of that stuff. So make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with the stats, we're getting 55% to the first shot recoil control scale and then 55% to the kick reset speed. For my next attachment for my barrel, I had the CHF barrel, and this is going to give you 2 ticks of neck hit location multiplier as well as 2 ticks of torso hit location multiplier as well as 2 ticks of upper arms hit location multiplier, which is just multiplied damage, which is going to help out with this thing. I personally love this attachment. I noticed that I was getting a lot more one-shot kills with this thing, so make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, we're getting 4% to the neck area damage as well as 15% to the arm, the lower arm, and then the upper chest, and then you're getting 2% to like the stomach area. For my next attachment for my underbarrel, I had the Ranger handguard, and this is going to give you 2 ticks of horizontal recoil control as well as 1 tick of sprinting movement speed. I'm mainly using this attachment just for the sprinting movement speed. I mean, the horizontal recoil control is going to help out a bit with this weapon, but I'm mainly using this just so I can run around the map much faster, so make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with the stats, we're getting 4% to the recoil gun kick control, 20% to the horizontal recoil control, and then 6% to the sprinting movement speed. For my next attachment for my magazine, I had the extended mag 1 just because if you do miss some shots, you are going to have some extra ammo in the magazine, so make sure you guys have this on. For my next attachment for my lever, I had the commando lever. This is going to give you 2 ticks of ADS speed, 2 ticks of jumping sprint to fire speed, 2 ticks of sprint to fire speed, and then 2 ticks of jumping ADS speed. I personally love this attachment. It reminds me a lot of the BO2 quick draw attachment. You're going to have a fast ADS speed and sprint to fire speed, as well as a very snappy ADS speed and sprint to fire speed whenever you are jumping, so make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, we're getting 12% to the ADS speed, 12% to the jump ADS speed, 10% to the sprint to fire speed, and then 10% to the jump sprint to fire speed. For my next attachment for my stock, I had the cutoff stock. This is going to give you 2 ticks of tactical stance spread, 2 ticks of aim walking movement speed, and then 1 tick of ADS speed. I'm mainly using this for the ADS speed and the aim walking movement speed, so that way we have a good strafe speed and a good ADS speed, so make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see with these stats, we're getting 10% to the ADS movement speed, 4% to the ADS speed, and then 4% to the jump ADS speed. Finally, for the fire mods, I had the rapid fire attachment. This is going to increase your fire rate. You guys can see here with these stats, we're getting 13% to the fire rate. Here are all my perks on the screen. For the wildcard, make sure you guys are using Gunfighter, so that way you guys can have all these attachments. Here are all my attachments on the screen with these stats. If you guys are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace. Today we're using the Essex. Now I did have a gameplay with this, but I just deleted it by accident, so I could like actually see what videos I have. But I'm honestly just gonna take whatever I get with this thing, just for the fact that I'm not a big fan of this weapon, and that these people are absolute nerds.
Hardpoint is secure. C4 detonated. Hostiles attached to the hardpoint.
I'm gonna play this slow. I am using the headshot barrel, so that way we have a higher chance of getting a one-shot kill. No way he gunned me down that fast. That's ridiculous. napalm got me. I thought somebody got me.
LDPR incoming. Marking West UAV status.
I don't know how one is supposed to defend the hill with this weapon in their hands. Call of Duty kind of fumbled the bag with this gun by adding it. Like, this gun is terrible.
Hardpoint active. Hardpoint locked down. Hostile down to hardpoint.
I'm playing so safe right now so I can get my streaks.
Commence care package delivery.
Triggering C4. Hostile trophy system identified. Target eliminated.
30 points away.
Hardpoint is secure.
Get a harp on station.
Hardpoint moving. Hostile attached to hardpoint.
You're such a bum. You stinky dirty bum.
Hardpoint is active. Hostile down to hardpoint.
Triggering C4.
TACOM launching UAV.
Ram firing for effect.
Hardpoint locked down.
Yeah, too bad I can't go for the win on this game.
That's 5 for me.
There's no absolute way that he killed me.
C4 detonated. Heads up, front.
Hardpoint identified.
Your mouth. They're cooked. Mano, check your aim.
Hardpoint is
Enemy
secure. Hardpoint active.
I definitely wish I didn't delete that class up because I literally forgot I had that. I just had so many files on there. I think I had like 1,000 files on there. Just let alone intros, gameplays that probably weren't gameplays, intros that were messed up, you know, just the whole shebang on there. I had to delete it though so I could like figure out which videos are which ones are real gameplays and which ones are gameplays that should have been real, but not like real, but like, you know, like
Hardpoint locked down.
like real gameplays that I would post on my channel.
Hardpoint located.
So what I mean by that is if I didn't get whatever my standards are for this game, say I didn't do well or whatever, I wouldn't use it. Basically like that.
Hostile down to hardpoint.
Get a hop overhead. C4 prime. Triggering C4. Your subject has been destroyed. Enemy trophy.
This does one-shot a lot more often than the other class I made, at least that I noticed.
C4 detonated.
Didn't mean to pick that up.
Enemy with Essex.
Hardpoint identified.
Yeah, when you're using an LC-10 and a C9, it's not really hard. When you're using this piece of junk, it's going to be very hard for you unless you're good with sniper type things, which I am not the best. Poop gun. Why are we playing the screen shaking game? I don't really like that.
I need eyes overhead.
Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hard point located.
C4 detonated.
Hard point is secure.
Enemy has a shock charge. Pass off. Eyes on subjects.
Hard point is active. Hostiles have the hard point.
Oh, there's so many. Deer Slayer.
Hard point locked down. Hostiles have captured the hard point. Driving RTXD. Hard point identified.
Yeah, I don't like this gun. I don't know if you guys like it, but I personally I'm not too much of a fan of this thing.
Hard point
If you like,
Hard point is secure.
I think a lot of the snipers must like this thing because it's easy for them to basically kill its scope with it.
Enemy sentry turret detected in your AO.
Hack off. Send it to them. Enemy with subjects.
Still got him.
Hostiles have the hard point. TACOM, get a UAV in the air.
C4 detonated. Triggering C4.
Hard point located.
Aguinola requesting on the outside.
I don't know where Mike Pike is. This motherfucker didn't text me at all where I'm supposed to record him on Saturdays.
Hard point locked down.
This dude is doing something on.
TACOM, launch UAV.
Because I'd much rather have a teammate just because it's much easier. It's easier to get streaks. It's easier to win games. It's just easier all in general. It's a lot. It's very, very helpful. I don't know how all these dudes are getting all these calling cards. I don't know if it's from just playing the game and I have them and I just don't realize them. Like the Cold War ones and some of the other cards.
Hard point identified.
Hostile identified.
Enemy napalm striking.
Yeah, I'm not going to kick myself over this gun. This gun really isn't the best. Not my favorite gun. Probably my most hated gun in this game so far.
Captured the hard point.
That and the Goblin. More or less, this is like the HDR.
Hostile LTPR drop detected. SITREP, LDPR incoming.
Like, why are you using that? I might use a Kimbo,
Hard point is secure.
the Akimbo pistols. The burst fire striders. Because somebody was using that in a game I was playing and it was absolutely shitting on me.
Hard point is secure.
Hostile shot spotted.
Hard point is active. Hostiles have captured the hard
Target
point.
confirmed.
Of course, I couldn't escape the safety.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
I got no camos with this picky gun. Like, no mastery camos whatsoever.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles on the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure. Dead call. Enemy watchdog kilo inbound.
Too bad my teammates can see my true potential with my LC10 like bad pickies.
Backup's not coming. You want to get out of this alive? You better step up. Hardpoint located. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint set. Requesting recon above. Watchdog helo incoming on your location. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
No way.
Hardpoint is secure. Look alive. Hostiles since return.
Teammates, why are we on the flag? Let them win. We're basically already losing.
Drop detected.
But you know, great effort by teammate. If I was using a remotely decent weapon, I think we'd have a fair chance. But this gun, like, it's like using a sniper up close as a shotgun. It's just not gonna work for me. It could work for you personally. Oh no, I said personally that. You know. It could definitely work for you. If you're good with the sniper.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint active. Hardpoint is secure. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
I need to get a gameplay with the pistol too. The GS45. You know, the custom pistol type thing. Or the new blueprint.
Hostile shot spotted.
Enemy CUAV inbound. Hardpoint located. Enemy UAV inbound.
This gun is just not it for me. Hate it. Maybe I should just upload the HDR like this. Oh, boop. I don't even know if I did upload that at all.
Hardpoint locked down.
I believe I did, but I'm not sure.
Enemy sentry turret
Yeah, game is basically over.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
If you guys are new, make sure you guys like it, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.